Imagine a love story so powerful it threatened a superpower. A Russian novel banned at home, published abroad, smuggled back in secret and used as a Cold War weapon. This is the story of Boris Pasternak's Dr. Zhivago. From clandestine pages in Italy to a Nobel Prize that shook the Kremlin. Boris Pasternak was born in 1890 into an artistic Moscow family. He made his name as a poet and translator but wrote his only novel Dr. Zhivago over more than a decade. The book follows Yuri Zhivago, a doctor poet whose life is torn apart by the 1905 revolution, World War I, and the Bolshevik Civil War. Pasternak's prose is rich with nature imagery. Snow symbolized brutality, horrors reflecting hope, and it critiqued how ideology crushes individual freedom. He completed the manuscript by 1956 and dared to submit to Soviet literary magazines. All refused to publish it because it did not glorify communism. In 1957, Milan publisher Gian Giacomo Feltrinelli secretly printed the first edition of Dr. Zhivago in Italian. It appeared on 23 November 1957, spanning 592 pages in hardback and paperback. The Soviet Union branded it malicious libel and blocked any domestic printing. News of the forbidden novel exploded across Europe. Readers in France, Britain, and America clamored for translations. Within months, edition in French and English hit bookshops, turning Pasternak's Russian Saga into an overnight global sensation. Western intelligence saw propaganda value in Pasternak's novel. Declassified CIA files revealed a covert operation to print Dr. Zhivago in Russian and smuggle hundreds of copies into the USSR in 1958. They used secret print runs, diplomatic pouches, and even the 1958 Brussels World Fair to circulate the book among Soviet visitors. This Operation Zhivago aimed to expose Soviet citizens to a story celebrating individual conscience over party lines. It was soft power at its finest, using literature to challenge a regime's narrative without firing a single shot. On 23 October 1958, the Swedish Academy awarded Pasternak the Nobel Prize for Literature for his important achievement both in contemporary lyrical poetry and in the field of the great Russian epic tradition. It was the first Nobel for a Russian writer on Soviet soil, and it stunned the world. Prize in the West as a triumph of artistic freedom, the award enraged Soviet leaders. They accused Pasternak of betraying his homeland and demanded the decline the honor. Under intense pressure, exclusion from the Writers' Union, media verification, threats of exile, Pasternak sent a telegram on 29 October 1958 declining the Nobel. Considering the meaning this award has been given in the society to which I belong, I must reject this undeserved prize. Please do not take my voluntary rejection with displeasure. He spent his final years under constant surveillance and died in 1960 at age 70, never able to claim his prize. Perestroika and Gorbachev's reform finally opened Soviet publishing doors. In 1988, Dr. Zhivago was printed for the first time in the USSR. A year later, in 1989, Yevgeny traveled to Stockholm to accept the Nobel Prize on his father's behalf, closing a 30-year saga. Today, the novel is a staple of Russian school curricula and testament to art's power against censorship. If one banned novel could shake superpower and win a Nobel, imagine what your own voice can achieve. Like this deep dive, subscribe for more untold stories of history's greatest battles on paper and beyond.